I would whisper in the girl's ear during the rose ceremonies, every rose ceremony, "You're going home, bitch."
Bachelor regrets with Alexis Waters. I don't think you're gonna have many regrets because you really don't regret anything, but we're gonna try anyway. Do you regret not having a more clear dolphin costume since you became the dolphin shark?
I would never, ever, ever, ever change my night one.
Okay.
No regrets.
Do you regret getting in the pool that night on night one?
No.
Was that your idea?
Don't remember.
Okay. Do you regret drinking so much on night one?
No.
You were on before there were drinking rules, weren't you?
Hell yeah, I would never go on now. Are you kidding?
That would be the regret.
That would be the regret.
Do you regret any makeout sessions with Nick Viall?
No, because he was the only guy there. So anytime Nick and I were very friendly, but I would only make out with him because I was horny and he was the only guy that was there.
Love that.
And I am into the penis, not the vagina. So I was happy that and I would just get drunk and make out. He was actually a really good kisser, but just know he only made my vagina dance once out of 8 times we made out. So that'll tell you something.
That will. Do you regret saying "move, bitches" at the rose ceremony when your name was called?
No, but I do regret. I would whisper in the girl's ear during the rose ceremonies, every rose ceremony, "You're going home, bitch." And then Sarah Vendel actually went home when I whispered that in her ear. And I was like, "Oh my God, Sarah, I'm so sorry. I was just kidding." But I would literally whisper because I was always on the top. I don't know why. And I would just be like, "You're going home, bitch."
That must have been so fun though to be on the show with you.
But Sarah went home and I was like, shit. I was like, oh. And you can't say bye, you say bye, but it's very quick. Mm-hmm. So I was like, Sarah, I didn't mean it. I was just kidding.
I didn't have any good info.
I know. I was like, "You're going home, bitch." And then she actually went home. I was like, oh, awkward.
Do you regret bringing up your boob's birthday?
No. I have to celebrate. My next one is, oh my God, it's literally October 25th.
Wow. Happy anniversary.
I do not regret it, but I do regret eating those cupcakes. They tasted horrible. I remember I spit it out. Then I felt so bad for the restaurant that we filmed at because I spit it out on national television. I was like, this is horrible. People probably never ate there.
Well, the food, you guys never eat on the show really, so maybe it had been sitting there for a long time because that's the thing, right? Well,
yeah. I did eat a lot of sushi though, and I was like, this has been probably sitting out here for hours, so that's probably not good.
You regret the sushi and the cupcakes.
Yeah, I do regret the sushi and the cupcake. Basically eating.
Do you have any fashion regrets from either show?
All of them. I didn't have style. I still don't have style, but I'm starting to get a little bit. But my hoops always were a great choice because hoops are always a great choice. But I just wasn't as prepared as I thought I was going to be. So I honestly borrowed a lot of dresses from the girls. Yeah. But the last night when I got sent home, I was wearing a Forever 21 cranberry skirt with this, and I had sticky boobs on because this is my first boob job. They weren't they were 2 tennis balls that were separated a mile apart, and my boobs just didn't look good, and that's probably why he went home. He sent me home, and I had a mustache.
Oh.
A burnt mustache because we weren't allowed to get our nails done or anything. Yeah. So we had people come to the hotel room and give us get our eyebrows done. The lady burnt my lip when she waxed it. And so that I always say Nick, he probably sent me home because I had a burnt upper lip. I'm gonna just keep telling myself that.
Yeah. Do you regret not fighting harder to stay longer on Paradise?
No.
Perfect amount of time for you?
I was about to swim home. I just was so excited for Paradise too, and we just had such a bad. Everything happens for a reason, but at the same time, out of all the seasons, my season gets shut down, and then I hated everybody by the time we had to start up again, and then we had to act we didn't know, and I was like, I'm not an actress.
I'm a dolphin.
I'm a dolphin, and I'm not, and I already know I don't want to keep Jackson the away from me, and I just liked everybody as friends, and I couldn't. I'm just not the type of girl just to make out. Yeah. I need to Well, only for Nick Viall. But like, if there's options, like
Right.
I'm gonna say yes or no, and like it was just all no's in Paradise.
And you met Tyler shortly after season 4 of Bachelor in Paradise?
Yeah, so he was friends with Rachel.
Okay. So you never even entertained going back on this show?
No. Maybe to bartend. I mean, me and Walls are still really close.
Yeah. Okay. That would be. You should be a guest. They only bring like couples as guests, but I don't like that. You should be able to go down and be a dolphin shark in Paradise.
I know. It's so rude. I think they just hate me because I didn't do anything on Paradise, and they were like, Alexis, you have to like, you know, you're on a dating show, and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make out with someone just to make out with them, just to get a rose. Like, I'm not gonna be fake. Like, I didn't care that much.
Yeah.
I didn't want to stay for the Instagram followers or the clout. Like, I just was like, where's my mom? And I need mozzarella.
And air conditioning. And the last one, do you regret being involved in Scallop Fingers Gate?
Yes, I do. That's one regret, because I really did tell the story as is, and she knew the story. I mean, she was there. She was the one that wiped me with scallop fingers. But I was made out to be the bad guy when I was the one that was wiped with scallop fingers. Like, how they edited it and how they made it such a big deal. Like, I was like, okay, you guys are like pushing the joke and it's not funny. Now it's becoming like mean.
Right.
And I remember messaging her after. I was like, but we had it was so forced the last like on Paradise because we had no content.
Yeah.
Because we were on lockdown. So they just used scallop fingers like, so I had to tell the story maybe 80 times, and I was like, okay, it's not funny anymore. And like, now I feel bad for this girl. So I messaged her. I was like, DM'd her. I go, listen, like, you wiped your scallop fingers and it like grossed me out, and I hate scallops. So like, you know that it grossed me out, but I'm sorry that they just exaggerated it. And she's like, no, it's okay. I'm just not going to get laid for a year. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, but like, aren't you a virgin too?
That was an interesting time, the scallop finger gate. But it was like you said, it was funny until they turned like a bullying thing.
Yeah, and then they made it seem like I was a bully. I'm like, I'm literally the nicest girl ever until you messed with me. But like, she's the sweetest girl ever. I didn't even know she was coming, and like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I told her to her face. I was like, Kristen, don't fucking wipe me with your scalp. Like, you know, like it was so real and authentic. But then they twisted it into like this me, and then she was supposed to go home instead of me, but I sent myself home because I didn't want to be there anymore. And there was scallops in the car because she was supposed to go home.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God. First of all, get me out of this van. But they put the scallops there because they wanted her to cry and eat them. It was just messed up, man.
You know, but I love self-eliminating. That's like my favorite thing. Like, if you really don't like the person, whether it's Paradise or the show, I think there's nothing more powerful than the contestant eliminating themselves and taking back the power, especially on Paradise. Like, Natasha should have done that this year. I don't know if you watched, but like, there should have been like more self-eliminations. Like, everyone was too desperate to stay on Paradise this season.
I know. I was like, I'm about to swim home. No, but I just knew, like, I was like, I don't see myself with anybody, so I'd rather somebody that would come in and finds a connection, because I've been here for 3 weeks and we were on lockdown and I hate everybody, so just I'll go.